It's felt like it. I am back here in Chicago. Home base. Finally. I was in California since, let's see, I was there since the beginning of April. Almost 2 weeks. It was like, I think 12 or 13 days. I had a work in Los Angeles and then went home. I had my birthday celebration with my family. I was now 27 years old. I feel very old. We celebrated by buying a rocker, or rather a rocker. What's a rocker? I don't know, but I'll be needing one of those soon as well. What's up, Greg? I don't want to read that. I just saw the word Chicago, and I know you're about to say something shitty about it. Yeah, something about Chicago food. But I appreciate the sub. You just had some of the best food when you were here. You know, the one random time we were able to actually go into the city. Update on the car, as the players are getting set up here for game one. I'm going there. They apparently this is what happens when your car needs to get fixed to the degree that mine needs to get fixed. And I say degree with a little bit of a pun intended because of the fact that the engine fried, the exhaust also fried, and they said they can't seat it properly. Whatever, you know, I don't know car terminology as well, but like the valve or whatever needed for the exhaust kind of melted a little bit, and they couldn't reseat it when making the repairs. And the parts are back ordered, so it takes several months to get the parts just to fix it. So it's easier to get a new engine. So I have to replace the entire engine of the car now. It just doesn't get any better, man. I still don't have this thing. It's been like it's been like 3 weeks since the car died, and I still don't have it. So we're replacing the car engine with a newer engine of the same car. A 2021. I have a 2020 that has 32,000 less miles on it. But I haven't heard from the mechanic since he said that that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to buy that engine. So I don't know. That's the last that I heard. Thankfully, the repair cost the additional repair cost, can't talk, is like $400 more, he said. So it just tops off at just under $4,000. So yeah. Dean Kong, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Evening all. Hello. It's a used engine, yeah. No new engine. I don't know. Like, can you even source? Like, I'm sure you can, right? But like, it must be more difficult of a fringe thing to like source new engines, like buying brand new engines from Subaru. I don't even know if Subaru likes to do that. Like, you just buy a new car. No. Car insurance covers accidents. It's not an accident if it's a mechanical failure, is what Allstate tells me. Which, another thing, I had to kind of battle with Allstate trying to figure out why my premiums had gone up to nearly $200 a month without, any incidents. I had to replace the side, the door of my car, but that was waived. I didn't have to have a premium hike for that. They said, well, state of Illinois is why your insurance has gone up from like 135 to 185 in a year. That's what they told me when I called. So I was like, well, I can't afford that. So I doubled my deductible, going in. Some fun insurance talk, right? The first thing you want to, on an X-Wing stream, you want to hear is me talking about insurance, but here I am. I doubled my deductible, and Allstate, it said online, it's like, your insurance rate premium will probably go down like $10 a month. I'm like, okay. So I do that, I update it, and they're like, all right, your renewal documents, because I'm about to renew my policy end of this month, right? They're like, your renewal your price is available, you can take a look at it. And it's like $60 a month. I'm like, wait a minute, how did my insurance premium go down? Don't tell Allstate. I hope anybody at Allstate watching this stream that works for Allstate, you better not do anything about it. It went down $120 a month. So you know what, man? I'll take it, because life has not been kind to me recently. So I will, if that stays the way it is, I'll be super happy about that, because it's just been such an expensive 2024 for me, and just been a lot to deal with. They say Farmers is actually great. So here's the thing, Greg. So because I had scratched the side of my car and replaced the door, because Subaru doesn't sell the door exterior separately from the inner part of it. They don't. So you have to replace the whole door. Because I have that waived by Allstate, but on my record, even though it wasn't like an automotive accident, any insurance company will waive that and will charge me $200 to $300 minimum per month in premiums because of that. It tried it with State Farm. They wanted $270 a month. It's just something I have to deal with, and it's super shitty because it's super misleading. Like, it's like my insurance company thinks that I'm like, I got in an accident and I just scraped the door of my car. So yeah, I don't really have a flexibility in finding somebody else. If I do, it would probably be $20 more. It'd probably be close to 200, which would be on the cheap end. So I'm stuck with Allstate, at least until that drops off my record, which won't be for 2 more years. So yeah. What's up, Joe? But I do, getting all the way, all of that, okay, real quick. Put all that aside, you guys are so amazing because I really appreciate you guys. It's like a couple days after Lambolo donated $100. I got another donation. I'm trying to remember. We had so many people. I'm gonna get the name and I'm just gonna shout everybody out. I want to make a video for you on YouTube about this whole thing because you guys, honestly, not only have I always loved the X-Wing community, but we decided to just do like a subathon just to see if we could get, to help, soften the blow. And thanks to Steven matching $500 himself and so many of you guys donating, like, we raised like $1,700. So it really helps, man, because I went to dip into my high yield savings by quite a massive amount if it wasn't for that help. So I just really do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. I know here at $3 we try to take advantage of you as much as we can. I know I'm doing this so that Greg can clip it and put it on his stream. But I do appreciate it, guys. So thank you very much. Just want to say I don't deserve it. But it was really, really nice and helpful. I was very stressed out about this whole thing, and I can stress out a little bit less, even though I always stress about everything because of you guys. So without further ado, we can at least open up betting for game 1 here. We're playing List Chaos tonight. What is List Chaos? It's basically X-Wing exhibition games with no, sometimes we have very specific list building restrictions, or we go the complete opposite way and just do whatever the hell you want. So we have Rebels versus Resistance. The left side, we got Tim, Mr. Buddy HG, playing his Rebel list. He's got Dash Rendar in this one. He loves his Dash. And then we've got Djumeau, all the way in Quebec, Canada. I met him in person, actually, towards the end of last year, or maybe it was actually this year. I think it was this year, just a few months ago, beginning of the year. I got to meet Djumeau. He's just such a sweet guy. I never thought I'd meet him, but sometimes he is like for his church, he like is in Chicago once or twice a year. I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah, which is pretty cool. We are not playing Assault, though we are playing Scramble. And we are starting to move. So betting is now open. If I could have donated in ones, then I would have. So yeah, Epi, I want you to know that I haven't forgotten about sending you all your stuff. I just can't do it yet. I might not be able to until a couple weeks from now. Just my schedule is insane with work. I have to go into the office, which it's so funny. I was complaining about this to my mom, and my mom's like, I remember when I had to go to the office, 5 days a week. And I'm over like, I have to go to the office and we have all this stuff going on. Cause like basically most of my team is for work is like remote and doesn't live anywhere near here. So they're all flying in and we're doing all this stuff, starting early, dinners, whatever. It sounds like a good time. It's going to be fun, but makes it difficult to like get my car from the suburbs. So let's break down the list really quick. You're a good dude, Nick, and people want to help good people. Thank you. Thanks, man. I feel, I will say I'm really lucky that I am not living purely paycheck to paycheck, and this came up. Obviously, buying a car is a naturally risky investment, but because I wanted to do a lot of streaming and wanted to leave the state and just have more flexibility, I thought it was a good time. I was in the decent financial standing to make the investment to do that. But obviously, if I was living paycheck to paycheck, as shitty the economy is right now, it would be really fucking hard. But you guys have just helped alleviate some of that worry, because I would have really had to move a lot of things around. But sometimes I think about it, I'm like, hey, at least I'm in a position where I have something I can move around. because everybody, being from California and pretty much anywhere else in the world, you need a car if you're trying to get around. And man, it sucks when anything happens to it. It's money pit, my man. But I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you. So all right, so do the list here. We're playing Scramble. We got Dash, Rendar, new Dash, Trick Shot, Sagrera, False Transponder Codes, Baffle, and the new Outrider title. Dutch Vander, customizable with Selfless Ion Cannon Turret, Bomblet, and Fuses. And then we've got these new B-Wings. That I swear, guys, I have never been more frustrated playing against these things. They are so immensely powerful for the value that they have, the extra health. Honestly, someone like Colfax, I don't know if Colfax is here right now. Sometimes he pops in. B-Wing fans in general would be thrilled. They're super good, and they have a place in the meta right now. I don't know exactly how firm of a place they have, but they're good. And the bombs out the side, double modded shots, barrel roll, focus, evade, lock, everything like that for both of them. 9 hit points, I5, I4. What else? Torpedoes, homing missiles. It's good. I don't know what else to say. They're really good. So Gina has the It's a Trap Juke as well as Protorps and Ion Bombs. I think Gina is a little over designed at I5. It is 5 points at least. So hey, 5-point B-Wing, that's not cheap. But Juke Protorps with focus evade, my goodness gracious. And then Braylon Strom has It's a Trap as well. Homing missiles, which he won't use too much. Proton bombs, very, very strong when you can drop a proton bomb out the back, out the left, out the right, 2 turns in a row if you want to. The challenge of dropping it out the side is not hitting yourself, but when you have 5 shields, you might be willing to take that risk. And that's the list for Tim playing Rebels. Now Djumeau playing Resistance. Man, I feel good. I feel like I have a lot of... I needed this break from X-Wing. I feel good. I have energy right now. I was burnt out when I headed home. But I'm excited to do some X-Wing with you guys tonight. Heroic, munitions fail-safe, and plasma torpedoes. Jarek Yeager, another I5 in the Fireball, has Heroic, Marksmanship, Dead Man's Don't Get Too Close, Advanced Slam, Targeting Computer, and Kaz's Fireball. We got Zori Blissful with Deadeye Shot, Dorsal, Wartime Loadout, and Magpulse Warheads. Interesting. Chewbacca. Magpulse definitely going to play a role against these B-Wings. One way to neutralize them. Jamming them up and Magpulsing them. Plasma Torps as well will be good against B-Wings. Trick Shot on Chewie, as well as Novice Tech, Ray, Gunner, Deadman's, and the Ray's Millennium Falcon title. And then Shasa Yarrow has that Wartime Loadout for the 50 extra shields. Dorsal Turret and M9G8. I don't know if we got an M9G8. Shasa did lock Chewie for the reroll. All right, round 2 coming up here. Man, that was a lot. That was a lot. Super excited about tomorrow. As I'm gonna turn off the dice cam for a sec. So tomorrow, obviously it's been a little while since we've had our last podcast episode. Our last episode, we talked about Worlds. Sam Gregner joined me. Sam, you're here. Thank you for joining us. We'll definitely have you back on again. Really insightful. The 3 of us, Andrew, Sam, and I, were all at Worlds. Andrew and Sam played in the LCQ. I played in the main event. And man, I am in a slump. To say I am in a slump. And it has been a long one. Besides some of the side event stuff at Worlds, I had nothing cut my way. I also susceptible to making plenty of mistakes playing X-Wing. Always have my fair share. But even when I felt I wasn't really making any crucial mistakes or anything I could really isolate, definitely wasn't helping. Things weren't working out for me. So losing my first game by 3 points and then my second and third game by 1 point back-to-back games was really, really frustrating. I scrubbed out at LVO. I scrubbed out at Worlds. However, I expected to not scrub out at LVO. Scrubbing out at Worlds is much more likely to happen because of the competition level. But the people were great. It's just, yeah. It's carried over to draft league as well. I've been playing like absolute shit in the draft league. I've had a couple of games just like purely mostly just variance based. And then I had my last game with Sevwall where I just not only played terribly but also didn't, just couldn't roll. It just sucked. He played well and I did not. But it makes me think that maybe we should do an episode of on the podcast about when you're in a slump, losing. We talked about coping with losing, but just like maybe an extension of that. Because we I don't know. It's a lot of confirmation bias. I just kind of like don't feel. I think one thing about playing this game in any competitive game is your confidence in yourself and not second guessing. And I definitely do not have any confidence in my ability to play this game. But it is nice to be able to sit back, relax, and watch some X-Wing. Maybe that's where I belong. Time to hang them up, We're listening to some chill jazz here this evening, switching it up music-wise. So looks like Shasa might be getting sniped by Dash next turn. Shasa's not careful. I'm going to move my camera over and switch it up here. Transform. Let's see. There we go. All right. All right. Chat is quiet. I feel like Hexiled when I play this like chill jazz, could never be the man, the myth, the legend, Scott. I had started my train of thought and then I went off on a ridiculously long tangent about sucking at this game. I am interviewing multiple people tomorrow for the podcast, including Andrew Knuckles and Mark Ewell. That's Curled Paw Creatives and Strata Strike. I'm interviewing them together, and then I'm interviewing Andre Lind from Launch Bay Next as well. Those will not be live, just because it's just easier to do a podcast recording like that, an interview without distractions. I love you all, but the chat can be distracting. But the video interviews will be exclusive and early access on our Patreon. You guys should check it out. We have built up an awesome Patreon following, and we have awesome stuff on the way. Currently commissioning some artwork I will be teasing on Patreon soon. Those will be the next two interview series or podcast episodes. So you guys will get access to the podcast version of those interviews in the next month, 4 to 6 weeks for both of them. And that's all I got to say for a moment. All right, so nothing for Dash, out by a little bit. Nobody's got any shots here. So it looks like it's going to be 1-to-1 scramble wise. This is, the rare case in version 2.5 where you don't get an engagement in the first 2 rounds. It's going to take one more round to start the pew pews. Again, we are playing Scramble. Wonder where'd Djumeau's damage deck go? Let's see. I'm going to ask him. Hey, guys. Where's your damage deck, David? Where'd it go?
Oh, that's weird.
That's all right. I can spawn another one. I was just confused.
You can spawn another one? I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just like, you might need it. maybe, unless you're that confident in yourself, which I admire that if you are. See damage decks. I'm dropping them here really quick. So this is yours. There you go. You should be good.
Okay.
All right, cool. Have fun. All right. Back to the game. Let's turn off the top down. Mo, what's up, Mo? Mo Money, Mo Problems playing in game 2. Oh, thank you for saying something in the chat. There's something I can talk about. I can talk to you for 5 seconds. The biggest challenge doing this, I love doing this. Streaming is honestly that, it's not that hard, especially at home. When I do the in-person stuff, it's super fucking hard. But here, it's not that hard. The biggest challenge is when you have no co-commentary and nobody is talking in the chat for like a long time. I'm talking like multiple rounds of just nothing. It is difficult because I am a lunatic. I'm crazy and I cannot be left alone to my own thoughts. And I can only complain about how bad I am at this game for so long, you know? Like, you know, someone's got to help me out. Bail me out here, you know? So Mo bailing me out there. Forever in your debt, my friend. I'll rig the dice for you for game 2. I got you. I am going to plug my phone into charge right behind me. 1 sec. Okay. I am sitting here again, ready to rock and roll. I don't know. I am. Oh, I don't know, man. That's a good question. So, do you want my honest, like? So, I haven't been thinking about it too much because I am not really motivated by. I'm just like if you take all of what we have right now in front of us, like all of X-Wing, and like, yeah, we have new Battle Over Endor stuff. Some of it's really interesting, some of it's really good, some of it's, you know, just it exists. New stuff. Thumbs up. But I'm not motivated by like what we have. I just feel like I need like some serious changes. Because I just feel now more than ever more inclined to just play what everyone else is playing, which I've never exactly done. Most likely though, Empire, I've been looking at like 5 and 6 ship lists that have some high initiative, because I feel like with Empire you kind of have to use the high initiative choices. I was playing New Soontir, Palp Vizier, Merrick, Juno, and Tomax. And the downside with that list is that you are relying on the advanced targeting computer, target lock, you know, single modded maybe with Palp shots to be decent or just good, which attack dice don't always work out that way naturally. However, it's all I5 except for Vizier, and it's good. Like, I like it. So I was playing that a lot, the side events. Maybe I'd bring that to Store Champ. Maya is on top of me right now. What are you doing? You're a big cat. You shouldn't be doing this. Rebels, I really don't like Rebels right now. I've never been a B-Wing player, and I'm not going to just become one. I think that I don't, on principle, play... besides standardized Vader, who is pay to win, I don't really like the design space of the B-Wings. it's easy to take it out of context and be like, oh, well, you just don't like the standardized pilots. It's like, it's not, I don't have a problem with standardized pilots as a concept. I think I just find it harder and harder to enjoy, like, want to like build a list because I don't really feel like it's that exciting anymore. Like I think I told you guys, I had this moment at Worlds, like in the Saturday Swiss, or Friday Swiss rather, where my opponent, like, he's like, your list isn't completely standardized? Question mark. But he was being serious. It wasn't a joke. And I was like, should it be? Like, it was just so surprised. I think we're getting to that point where it's just like, if it's not completely standardized, if 75% of your list isn't standardized, I don't know. It's a challenge. I think in the hands of the right players, it doesn't matter that much, too much. Seven scums, United Fives of Deadmans. I appreciate that. Nico Saba, welcome. Thank you. 4 months. Appreciate that subby sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you tried the 666 list in Empire? No. I have had luck with playing lists that are really flexible with scenarios, and like the Merrick, Juno, Tomax, Vader, or Soontir Vizier list is another example of a list that can really kind of play any scenario and do okay and do well. I find the pure damage offensive or pure high initiative lists are intimidating for me because I don't believe enough in my dice luck to overcome scenarios. But when I play it, like when I bring it to the game store or something, yeah, I haven't tried it yet though. I feel like I'm leaning on Tomax and Merrick a lot. I love putting both of them in my list. I've had so much success with Merrick Steel in particular. The new Tomax recently I have been really frustrated with because he has double modded plasmas and he's not getting 3 hits like every time I shoot them. I'm like, come on, just rerolling Blake to Blake is egregious. But it happens. I run it during the side event for Worlds. It had its moments. Yeah, and I feel like that's probably the peak, right? Rip FO. The other thing is that doesn't motivate me as somebody who plays Scum, Rebels, and Empire, my 3 main ones. I feel like, honestly, this should be taken with a little bit more than just a grain of salt when I say this, because of this fact that I play those factions, that there's too much being pushed on Rebels and Empire and like Republic. I hate it. I liked when I was playing Empire with my 5-ship Imperial high initiative list, not everybody was playing Empire, and now I feel like, you know, everybody moved to Rebels. I moved away from Rebels to Empire. Everybody moved to Empire and Rebels now, and I don't know, that sucks. There's 7 factions in the game. It sucks feeling like there's really only like 3, even though you will see people playing the other ones. The power level in the Rebel, Empire, Republic factions is just unmatched. And you cannot ignore that, even if you want to argue with me and be like, oh, it's not a big deal. You just can't argue with that. You just don't have the tools that have been given to those 3 factions, you know? All right, we finally have a shot here. As Braylon has a range 3 obstructed shot into Shasa. Gonna turn the dice cam back on. What are they doing? Hey guys, make sure you use the dice cam and clear them out when you roll the road dice.
Oh, right.
Thanks. Okay. We're keeping the results. So 2. That they're spending. And is there a focus out there? Shasa did not focus. Shasa's taking 2 shields. 3 left with a wartime loadout. How has y'all's weekend been? How's everyone's post-Worlds been for those who were at Worlds? And if you weren't, tell me about how you're doing. Let me catch up with you all. It's been too long. 2 hits here from Dutch as Shasa is taking 2 more. That's 4 damage into Shasa. In this 3rd engage. The first shots of the day. Chewie is going to need to get closer. Really kind of awkward positioning, I think, for the resistance here. Jarek has a little bit of a flanking potential, but Elo is right in front of the debris there, and Chewie has to bank in, and he doesn't want to hit Elo. But it is 2-1, so it's scenarios for David that turn. So 3-2, heading into the 4th round. Cheers, everyone. I know what y'all are drinking on a Saturday here. You're probably wondering why are we streaming on Saturday? I have some plans tomorrow. Cheers. I can't cancel. I let this sit too long. I think it's a little cold now, but it's okay. It's not cold. It's just like lukewarm. Get it, Luke? Speaking of, it seems like Luke, Wedge, and Fen is a combo I'd be willing to try out. Because I think you could do Luke, Wedge, Fen, Keo, and Sabine all in a list. That's a solid 5-ship list. The problem with that list is that they're T65s. But Wedge has an extra shield. Luke gets the regen. So still strong. I just T65s, man. Is that Java juice? I don't even know what that is. But yes, it is. A glass of a nice burgundy wine. Cheers, Nick. Hey, cheers, Michael. That sounds nice. Drinking wine while playing X-Wing or watching X-Wing sounds like well, I actually wouldn't do it while playing because, you know, that would be difficult. But while watching, sounds quite nice. 5 cans deep watching the Cavs get hammered 7-0. Or is it the Avs? Did you mean the Cavs? Like, the Cavs are a football team, right? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Mariners Cubs game after this. It's on at 8:40 Central. It's so late. But yeah, the Cubs have been really stressing me out as well. Colorado. Is that where you're from? No, you're not. Where do you in? Are you in Colorado? I just sent something in the mail to you, so I should remember this, but I don't. For some reason, I thought you lived abroad. Oh, is that the Aviators? Isn't that the name of the team? You're UK, but you're a Colorado fan, or you're just watching. 5 cans deep though. That's awesome. Good for you, man. So let's use our alt color outline here. There we go. I like this kind of gold trim around the camera. I think we've been using this kind of outline here around the camera for, I don't know, probably a couple of years, almost. All right, it's road time. Turn 4 coming up. What's up, Sean? I know, I'm back finally. Finally back in Chicago. Got here super late a couple days ago. Yesterday was my first full day back. Actually, holy shit, yesterday Man, I landed at 2 a.m. yesterday. I thought I'd been back here for 2 days. No, I've only been here for a day. But the X-Wing must go on. The podcast continues, interviewing multiple people for the podcast, streaming today. We're working on getting the locals to my place for a May the 4th in-person X-Wing extravaganza. 3 games of in-person X-Wing, like we did. God, that was what did we do that for? We just did that for fun, I think. Like we did about 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago. So it was nice to meet you, Sean. Finally at Worlds. Sorry you couldn't hang out more. I got to meet so many people, and I really wish I was a little less frazzled, but also y'all were the saving grace of that convention for me. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly time flew. So we got a couple subs earlier, so I just, be remiss not to mention that we do have goals as there we go. It freezes every time I try to go to the screen. I don't know why. We're going to give away another Team League Strata Strike wood carved precision cut dial cover. We get 6 more subs to 80, and then we have a scenario die at 100 and 120. Give away one of our metal objective tokens. And then we have those dice at 140, 160. I'll probably end up lowering the sub goals for those. We had it fluctuates, it's like, oh, like 1 month we're really close to hitting 120, and then it, obviously the gifted subs drop, and then I have to reset the goals. So you might be like, what the hell? Why is it so high? Well, we were a lot closer a couple weeks ago. Gifted subs don't roll over, which is fine. However, if you've ever been gifted a sub and you're not subscribed to us while you're on Twitch, you could use your Prime sub to subscribe. Or you could consider resubscribing. $31 sign, apparently. Yes, not apparently, yes. That's what we do here. It was, yeah, like a wedding to me, people to see at the same time. I know, right? No kidding. No kidding, dude. So, Shasa 4K'd was so bizarre. All the shields are down in Shasa as well. It's a unorthodox Shasi Yarrow play. Yarrow, whatever. The B-Wigs, it's just so awkward. I have anxiety looking at the spread of where everybody is. But we gotta scramble there from Dutch. So it is now 2-1 in favor of Buddy HG. Not to be confused with HGTV. This game feels like 1.0. Well, that's an insult. As Mr. Skeppy is going to play game 2 against Mo. We do have one more after this. Oh, hello. Here's the thing. If you might already be at range 3 of dash, but if you boost, that is trouble. That is a outrider, extra die, trick shot. It's just all the bad stuff for Elo if Elo boosts. So I think you have to just, oh no. Elo's gonna boost. So that will be an interesting shot from Dash. Could be incredibly painful as Outrider title. You roll, I think you still roll 1 less die if it's obstructed. Let's see, do I have the updated one loaded in my cache, or is it still the old one? It might still be the old one. Yeah, that's the old one. The new one is different. No, it's juke now. It changes an evade to an eyeball. So you still roll the same number of dice then, but you get juked, which is really bad in this case. Juke is really strong when they don't have any tokens to defend themselves with. And here we go with that trick shot here from Dash. Then I think you just spend your focus. You're not likely to get a crit through. He is going to Saw Gerrera it, which is interesting. Obviously, you can't use Saw for defense. And juke it. It is obstructed. Shouldn't he have been rolling 5 dice? Why did he only roll 4? He has trick shot, and then doesn't Outrider give you an extra die? And just like that, all the shields and a crit going through on Elo. And it is a wounded pilot, very wounded indeed. At range 3, not range 2. Oh, it was range 2. Got it. For sure, for sure. Yeah, totally get it. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that, man. Just quizzing you guys, you know. And this is a Pro Torp. Reroll blank to blank. Sadness. Spend the focus. And 2 shields down on Zori, who also has wartime loadout. Just this turn all coming up. Tim, Mr. Buddy. Yeah, thank you, Tessie. I appreciate that. Finally, somebody gets it. I just know everything, you know. I am like Greg in that way. Juke a B-Wing is weird. Not only is it rude, but it's just strange. It's freaking weird, man. So Zori doesn't even have a shot on the ship that she wants to shoot at. The lock is on Dutch, and Dutch is out of arc. So firing a measly primary, but for hit crit. Looks like this is into Braylon. Range 2 obstructed. Braylon double evades like an ace. Says, how about no, my friend? No! GG, the classic skep. 40 minutes left in the game, GG's. It doesn't feel good. There's not much, not a lot looking too good here. I don't even know if a too hard is going to clear the debris for Elo. I don't know. Hit crit. This is Jarek Yeager. Firing. I'm confused. You got it. It was marksmanship. Okay, so Dutch Vander is taking his shields. That was a shot from Jarek into Dutch. He used marksmanship. Now gonna keep pouring shots in to Zori. This is Braylon Staram. What a Star Wars name. No lockout there. Spends the focus for 1. Double evades. And now Dutch. Obstructed. Into Zori. Dutch rolling 3 dice with an ion cannon turret out the front for 3 hits. Uh-oh, Zori. Zori. Does Zori have a focus? Zori will be ionized. No focus. Ionized Zori. That's bad. Takes another shield and takes the ion. The lock is broken. That blade was broken. It has been remade. That lock was broken. Those B-Wings are real fun to use. I keep rigging Ion Bomb. Ion Gina, though, yeah. They're fun to use and super shitty to play against. I will say they're more annoying to play against when Yvonne is giving them an extra die for agility. It's the one agility I think is more manageable, but I was playing a game at Worlds against a guy who had Yvonne, and it was just so freaking annoying, dude. That's correct. Yeah. So Zori would need to activate first, and then if Jarek took a target lock, then Zori could lock. Fun fact is Zori cannot use her ability to scramble or to a crate. Had that come up at a local event. Playing, and he tried to scramble back right after I scrambled. I was like, that's not your perform action step. You can't do that. It would. I was like, that's wild. I almost thought he could, and I was like, no, you can't do that. You cannot do that. All right. So this game should be tied 4-4. Heading into round 5, and while we wait, I am going to adjust the white balance on my camera. We're gonna go full screen to me, and you're just gonna see nothing for a second. Just want to get a little bit more color. Also, let's get the focus. There you go. Focus is in it. I look mostly in. I look like 85, 90% of focus. I think that's good enough for me. Stand by. All right, let's see. Is that... Oh, it's not bad. I feel like it's a little... I'm a little too colorful. All right, let's try that. Okay, that's okay. See, it was too blue. Now this feels like a little bit more. There's more warmth in the room. It does change the way the lights look behind me. Like they're way softer in person than they look here. It's because it's blurred, you know? It's all about that focal length. Yes, that's what she said. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Yeah, because of the Lego, for some reason, the autofocus, even if I have it like set right here to my face, I don't know. Jesus, Skep. You're a wild man. This turn's about to be interesting. You need more focus on the kitty. Yeah. She's sleeping right now. I can go over here. Let's see. Need to find a way to be able to dial in the focus on her. Can I reach? Reach. Very, very exciting. Very exciting. It is still more interesting than me. Is it just worth just two-hearting with Elo? I mean, what else are you gonna do? Like, I'm pretty sure you clip that. It looks like you do. So I'm thinking for other news for the next team league season, we're gonna open up signups in the middle, like probably the first or second week of May, and then start the season in June. I want to give enough people, probably open it up at the beginning of May and just let it go through the month signups. But it will be capped. I think we had 36 players last time. Probably cap it at like 48 or whatever the equivalent of 15 teams, 3 divisions is. So what's 15 times 3? 45. If you played in the team league and you have not filled out the exit survey, I know it came out a couple weeks later than it should have, but it is available and I need your feedback. Please fill it out. Go to the team league chat. It is there. It is pinned. It's in the announcements. Please fill that out. It will take you 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Let's make the team league the place to be. You know what I mean? I feel like my ring light is flickering. Hard to tell. Dom Santos, hello there. Welcome to some absolutely ridiculous shenanigans of dropping bombs out the side here. Both B-Wings dropped their bombs. I'm not sure how the bomblet. Oh, that's Touch Vander's bomblet, and then I guess an ion. Yeah, that's gonna be rough for LOSD. What is the real score? Oh, Zori must have. That's right. Zori did claim the center back, so it is 3-5. I had thought the middle point stayed. That's why Zori had no focus. It is 3-5. Thank you for calling that out. It is not 4-4. It's 3-5. I always, because I'm bad at this, always defer to what you see on screen. Oh, there are times when I've been right and they've been wrong, but usually the players are correct, and I'm just an imbecile. Ooh, I like this. Come on, guys. Ready? Do it with me. Do it with me. Hold on, I gotta do it. Gotta bring up the music a little bit. Gotta bring it up. Here we go. Ready? That is the real score. Music terms, terminology for music. Dutch will bump into Zori. Not sure why we're rolling for the gas cloud. We're rolling for the gas cloud. Taking strain, no ion. And will be red focusing as well. Interesting. As my dad would say, interesting. I like the jazz, it's a nice vibe. It's chill. Playing some chill X-Wing tonight, Oh, no, you don't. You're not offering me anything, Buster. Listen here, pal. I just can't figure out how do I, oh, there we go. Ban! Ban hammer. That's a lot of bombs, man. A boom, a boom, a boom. Chewbacca hasn't taken a shot yet. We're in the 5th round, and Chewie's about to fire his first shot. That is not great, Bob. But it's all part of the master strat for David. It's all part of the grand scheme of things. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. Nice. I love the way Dash has been played in this game. Kind of coming around the bottom and hooking up. Getting hard to reach. Dash is gonna roll. He's hovering over it. Yes, he's gonna do it. Barrel rolling to the right and all the way forward. I think he just really wants to line up a trick shot on Jarek. As we're almost certainly getting a barrel roll to the right here. Just gonna take the bomblet, which is not guaranteed damage anyways. I don't like that they made these B-Wings be able to fail barrel rolls to get the stress, that allows them to get evade and focuses. I would have preferred that they needed to complete the barrel roll. I think that was a mistake. Just saying. Oh, the bomblet is fused. That's true. So you certainly don't have to worry about the bomblet because you fused it. Something I observed completely on my own that I did not need any help from the chat to notice. God, I am so good at this. I might be the greatest X-Wing commentator of all time, to be honest. Hope it doesn't sound arrogant when I say that. Yeah, it's fused for next turn, which maybe affects Ello. I don't know who else it would affect. Depends on where Jarek goes. It's kind of funny because I'm like, I have a big ego, but like, you wouldn't pick Greg to be the one that's more egotistical than me. Just like face value, look at the both of us. But he is. Greg has a big ego. You know, I think he's earned it. Big head, big ego. Talking smack here, Greg. I'm talking smack. Let's go. Fisticuffs. Do that TikTok trend. Like, boom, 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 boom. You know that one? Oh God, is that just cringe? Cringe AF. Dead ass. Say less, fam. I am off the rails early. Usually it takes me a game to get off the rails. But when I'm left alone to my own devices, sometimes commentary can slip even earlier than normal. Is that a gas cloud? It is. We are gas clouded up for Jarek. And yeah, there's the debris hit. Oh God. I mean, this is just oh, not great, Bob. Taking a damage, it looks like. So could if a direct hit will just finish off Ello. The proton bomb there. Zori gonna be taking the proton bomb crit. So is Jarek. What a bomb drop there from Buddy HG. And again, Chewie is just kind of nowhere to be found. All right, let's take a look at what the crit is. I thought we saw a damage taken by Ello, but there is not a damage on there. That might have been the roll from Jarek, who does not have an ion, though, so I'm not confused. Okay, that was from the debris then. Now the proton bomb hits. I almost wouldn't have used the bomblet. You would have just gotten a guaranteed kill on Elo, but not sure what we're doing. Checking for the bombs. The ion bomb hits and will, I think, hit Zori and Elo. It might hit. I don't think it hits Gina. Yep. Oh, nice bomb drop there. A proton bomb hits Zori, Jarek, and Elo. A loose stabilizer. Uh-oh. Believe Slam, you break your loose stabilizer because it's a maneuver. A fuel leak with these gas prices. Oh, God. My goodness. Basically a blank crit. Then the ion bomb that somehow misses Zori. I like this kind of chill elevator music playing here while we're figuring out the bombs, you know? Just me just vibing while we're super confused about all the bombs. All right, so Gina's got nothing, but Dash has a shot. It's probably just time to finish off. You have no obstructed choices. But I think you kind of have to shoot at Elo. Yeah, you shoot at Elo because there's no other shot going in Elo this turn. Chewie will get an action and a bonus attack, so Chewie would probably be shooting at Dutch. Range 3 gets that extra die. That was... I'm confused. That was a blank. How did he change a blank to a hit? Okay. Okay. I was like, huh? Range 3. Natties from Elo will save Elo, but Elo does die. Looks like Elo rolled too few, but it doesn't matter. So down goes Elo Asti, getting nasty. So now it is 7-5, Buddy HG on top right now. Elo doesn't get to shoot on the way out. I think you just take the shot in to Dutch. Don't forget about Chewie's trigger. I think we did. I'm gonna break some rules and make you do your bonus attack with Chewie.
Oh yeah.
Because entertainment.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the only time Chewie gets a bonus attack, so let's get it. Under in any circumstance where the game matters, I would never say anything, but Chewie, we want Chewie to do some stuff. I think you got to do it on Dutch. Chewie, spin the lock, or you could just Ray. Yeah, just Ray. Oh, he spends a lock. Okay. Now Ray. Use Ray. I can't tell him that. 2 hits. Oh, do we remember Ray? We remembered Ray. Ray! Ray! See if you can get a couple damage cards in here on Dutch. I think you will, no matter what. You'll get 2 in. 3 in. Dutch is 4 points, same price as Elo, so it could be a good trade for Djumeau if he finds a way to take Elo off, or rather to take Dutch off, because Elo gets to shoot, and then Chewy is going to shoot again. So it's range 2, obstructed. So 3 on 2. Dutch still has a focus, and 2 hits. Dutch with the double evades, like an ace. Yeah, how many times does Finn yell, Ray? I do hope that those movies continue to age like milk. I think as we get more and more quality Star Wars content, like Andor, Bad Batch, 2 that stand out to me the most, those movies will age worse and worse because they're bad. Mostly bad. Mostly. There are good parts of all of them, but they're mostly bad. All right, so 2 more damage cards. Dutch, but he is still kicking. Well, Zori does have a shot with the dorsal, so still should be enough. Yeah, I don't think the sequel movies will age like fine wine, you know? Like, I don't know if they're gonna get better over time. Especially because Rise of Skywalker, man, is so tainted. It's just such a bad movie. Only one. Only one. I don't know who this is into though. Was this into Dutch? I guess it was. I don't know whose shot that was. Because Dutch rolled 2 dice on defense. But that is enough to take Dutch Vander off the board. Poor guy goes down. So 4 points back, essentially. As it's 9-7 Djumeau. The Resistance takes the 2-point lead. And I think that's it for this turn. Zori about to get potentially ionized again. Facing the gas cloud. Gonna get strained. And there's a bomblet over there. I kind of like the 2 bank from Dash. I believe that's blue, maybe. And scramble wise, it's 2-1, so it's 11-8. So I feel like this game favors Buddy, but he's down by 3 right now. And Zori is only worth 4 points, so he is going to need to scramble again. So Zori still has 5 hit points left. Chewy, I would imagine Chewy does like a 3 straight and boosts. Just try to be a little bit more involved here. Doesn't have engine upgrades, so it will be red. Right now I can move myself over to the other side again. Woo, here I go. Wee! Very fun. Super fun. Boom. we're back to the orientation I know well. Buddy is in a bad spot to get scrambles. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. You got a B-wing that's well, yeah, you're turn away, right, from being able to get a point. You could get that top one in 2 turns. You get the middle one. Gina could kind of turn in. Ooh, I have a kitty. I have a kitty down here. Oh, hi, Cleo. Want to say hello? She is such a little rascal, but we do love Cleo. Hello. Just say hi. Go. Little wave. There you go. She is a little rascal. No, she's just right down here. Right here. Just a little, just out of frame. We are 13 followers away from 1,100. Little fun fact of the day. Good, our first fact of the day. Does anybody have any updates on the Battlefront Classic Collection on a PC? Is it stable enough to get? Man, I really want to stream that game. Love to have something reliable I can stream. Besides this, I do want to go back and finish Jedi Survivor. Just don't feel the same kind of pull to play that game as I did with the first one, to be honest, guys. I was still enjoying it. It's still a fun game, but I don't know. I didn't like it as much so far as the story isn't interesting to me. The High Republic stuff is just not as, I don't know, it doesn't call to me, you know? All right, could be the last round. We have 10 minutes and change left, just about 10 minutes now. It's time for Buddy to try to find a way to get this game in his hands before time runs out. It kind of starts with and ends with Zori. Jarek is strained and ionized as well. But it's time to drop another bomb here. Gina, or rather Braylon, drops a proton bomb. Boom. That's definitely going to hit Jarek. And then you drop, I assume you just drop the ion bomb out the side. Oh, that's tough. If you drop it out the side, you could hard turn. Although I just don't remember what hard turn is white, and then barrel roll. Oh no, you're stressed. You can't even do that. Yeah. Not doing it. And here is Shasa down to 4. Another way that Buddy could get. It's only worth 3 points though. So I don't know. Just gone midnight here. That's late. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, Wardy. We should have something in the mail to you soon if you haven't gotten it already. Thank you for your kindness and generosity and being a patron as well. Have a good sleep. A good slumber. Okay, so Zori red focuses now. And nice little flipperooski. Does the red maneuver and gets his in an evade. Yeah, gets an evade for doing so. I don't really know what Gina's going to be doing here. A one bank from Dash. Okay. Just take a lock. False transponder codes. I'm not sure if codes has been used yet. Don't think it has. Dash is 2 shields down now, though. So it should get... Has been for a bit because of Saw. Wanna play a game? Lies, deceptions. Every day more Saw. BJ Novak in the office, he asks Dwight. Or rather, let's say his character's name. Ryan asks Dwight, have you seen Saw? And Dwight says, of course I see Saw. Mose and I see Saw all the time. Oh, man. I got The Office stuck in my head because I just rewatched it recently after a long time. God, look at that. Focus, evade, stress. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Leo? So Zori does go directly into... Yeah, this is perfect for Dash, except the lock gets broken, which is kind of nifty. It's also on the gas cloud. It cannot be locked while on the gas cloud. All locks are broken while on the gas cloud. But, oh, geez. Jarek. So Zori and Jarek taking a lot of pain here. Zori, a range, maybe 3, could be 2 obstructed. Trick shot from Dash. Proton bomb as well. So, and then a shot from Braylon. So, putting himself in the best position to be able to pull this game out here in the last couple of minutes. This is turn 6, probably the last turn as we approach the sub 4-minute mark. Oh, that proton bomb, it hits all the resistance yet again. The bomb drops have been absolutely impeccable for Buddy. Oh, a fuel leak with these gas prices. I don't like it. Jarek down to 3. And Zori with a damaged sensor array. Zori had taken an extra couple damage that I had missed, but a DSA. Don't think it's going to matter with Zori being dead here in a moment. And we got Shasa with a damaged sensor array as well. I guess we just got the bomblet roll. It doesn't appear that any damage was dealt. Bad news, it's range 3. Zori strained as well. Rolling 1 die, gonna get juked even if Zori rolls an evade. Has a focus, I think. No, it got coded, so it doesn't have a focus either. So Dash just needs to roll not terrible and could finish off Zori. You do need to roll decent pretty well here. Zori still has 3 left. Also going to be out of range of any sort of bonus attack from Chewy, as Chewy has decided to just kind of coast around the side of the board. Not get close enough to make a big difference here. Did help kill Dutch, but that's about it. I'm waiting for the dice roll here. Here we go. So here is Buddy's roll here. A 5 dice shot. Trick shot plus dash here. The ability and that. Zori is strained. Still dies, so it doesn't matter. Oh, this isn't. No, this isn't a Jarek. This makes more sense. Interesting though. Relying on a Braylon Strom shot to kill. Jarek dies. He's gone. Fuel leak triggers everything. Jarek's worth 3. This game is tied. And Gina, I think I... No, that is Braylon. Yeah. Well, if you kill Zori, you'd be up by... That's true. The math doesn't support. So for now, it's 11-11, but remember, it is 2-1. If this round ends in a tie, Djumeau will win by 1 point. Zori needs to die. And I don't know how you do it. Zori will be strained. There is no lock on for Braylon here. Deadman switch triggers, though. This could be a big way to win the game. Shasa goes down to 2. Zori down to 2. That is huge. We forgot about Deadman's. Very impactful here, as this range 2 into a strain shot. You just need 2 hits, and you'll win the game. No mods for Braylon Strom. Yeah, checking for Chewy. Can't do it. Yeah, this is big. All right, 3 dice unmodded. 2 hits will do it. This is literally for the game here. Buddy will win if this kill happens. Yeah, let's see if the dead man's matters. Gina is within range 2. And that does give him the focus. He has the mod. Now you just don't want to roll a lot of blanks. 2 hits here with the focus. It can happen. You could do it. Oh, what is it? Is that a blank? Oh, it's just 1. No. Oh, no. He rolls a die he shouldn't have because he restrained. But Zori lives on 1. You had a focus, but the blanks come to haunt you. And that's how the game ends. 12-13. You had this obligatory shot into Braylon, but I mean, Braylon's only taken nothing. So Gina was the one that took a shield earlier. Big oof indeed. Braylon has an evade. It's fine. Oh my goodness. That's how it ends. Yeah, what a game. 13-12, the final score here as the Resistance David pulls it out. Let's try to get more bets in for the next game, y'all. Not many people bet. Talk to the players here real quick. We have game 2 set up here in a moment. Oh man, the blanks, man. I swear, you had it there. Thought you had the game there.
That would have been an exciting finish.
It was
It
the
was.
bomblet, right? It was the bomblet.
Did you roll?
Yeah.
You just didn't roll any hits with the bomblet. Is that what happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
that
missed
was
that. I
it.
figured that also was really unlucky.
Yeah.
That's you
Yeah.
can't do. You set yourself up to win and you didn't, and this just happens. It sucks, but you didn't do anything wrong.